It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Cowboys and the Commanders next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today it's an early season divisional matchup in the NFC East, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance in his career. Many people question his ability to throw the football coming out of Mississippi State. He's conclusively answered that question. In addition, a very strong runner and an even better leader.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Now Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run this one right up the gut to about the 40-yard line. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A handoff as they run the counter play. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd down and 6 now. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got his big tight end here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 6.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Commanders' 17-yard line.
Prescott now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
That is caught, and so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys are on the board here first in the season opener. In the discussion of how would this offense respond in week 1, game 1 of this season, boom, they come out, get the football, score it.
It's funny, didn't we ask them that question in our meetings, Brandon?
We did.
How are you going to respond? I think we got our answer, didn't we?
We did.
Straight down the field, well done.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave. Embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. He'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. .39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw, Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big gain of 39 on third.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Prescott on first down. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out, and the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Up the middle with Eckler. Ooh, with a juke. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, Washington. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. To throw is Prescott. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Eckler. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat. Make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up?
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll work down inside the 45. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. On 2nd down, Eckler. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 2nd down and 4. Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dallas.
Now Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of it.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Prescott to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Throwing. Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Prescott. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Here's 3rd and a few inches. Here's Prescott. And he'll just get rid of it. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Every single one of you. Quarterback school, the mini camp, the off-season, the training camp, down in Austin when it was hot and you were tired. Everybody, you did one hell of a job. And the only thing else I got to say is, how about them Cowboys?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Washington offense ready to go to begin the third quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 76 yards on the ground for Eckler here, and that's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as the season moves along.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown, Washington. Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And Austin Eckler capped it off with the touchdown reception. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
A second down throw for Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 12-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Touchdown, Cowboys! From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The offense heading back out as we take a closer look at Austin Ekeler. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot.
Second and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Ekeler going to get it again on second down. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. They got 29 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours, because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have a Commanders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 7. Now back to throw. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Back to throw again. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. And able to get this out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 95 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Skirts by him at the 35. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his head kept it exactly that.
On third down, it's Prescott. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
And his kick here is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field. And he loses the football a second time. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here. And now, before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose, and is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. This is caught. Touchdown! Austin Eckler with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Commanders are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get 1 look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Past midfield. Look out. He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts him in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just... Oh,
no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You get it tucked
as we speak.
Points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
No, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown. That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means...
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Now Washington down by 8, 56 seconds to go. They need a touchdown and, of course, the 2-point conversion as well. He'll look to throw. He's got McLaurin. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. Terry McLaurin. And he's into the end zone. No flag. hits it, touchdown, and now a two-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
They have one big call left. Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have two to possibly take this to overtime.
So Washington now with an important two-point conversion attempt. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. Huge, huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job one was taken care of. The two-point conversion to get this thing tied.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. And he returns this to the 22. And out now come the Cowboys. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And you know, in an era of cost-cutting and maximizing your roster, this is a club that does not skimp on special teams, and in these situations, it pays dividends.
And that's great vision by the organization. When the difference between winning or losing depends on who you have kicking the ball, would you rather have a street free agent out there or a solid pro like this? Answer's pretty evident to me.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week one. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Cowboys, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week one victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Commanders, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.